What's up, market snipers? Welcome back to this, Jesse. Woo! We'll see how this live stream goes. We're going to try to keep this one a lot shorter than normal. I'm at an undisclosed location at my mom's, and so we'll see how the Wi-Fi goes over here. I don't have a second or third monitor. I don't have my normal camera. This is just everything's from the laptop, so it'll be interesting. So I can't have two screens open. I'll be looking at the charts, but can't keep my eye on the live stream. So I'll have to fumble back and forth. And then, of course, I don't have my mic either. So we'll see let me know if you can hear me fine in the comments and all that stuff. It looks like the mic's working and everything, but you never know, right? New temporary setup for a whole nother week. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm sure we'll get better at it. But just the one laptop. If you're new to the channel, awesome, welcome. If you're returning, even better. Good to see you back on this post-Thanksgiving live stream. Got to see a bunch of family, probably 30 family members. A lot of them couldn't come, but some of them were sick or whatever, or who knows. But couldn't see. Some of them were out of town. So it's just all kind of hit or miss, but ate way too much turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, cheesy potatoes, pumpkin pie, whipped cream, you name it. All the normal stuff we don't eat, ate it all and then some. So got to spend some time with family, eat too much, watched football yesterday, met up with old college buddies, his annual family softball tournament. 45 years they've been doing that, so that was fun. Brought the baby, all that stuff. So here we are, post Thanksgiving. No dual monitors, no third monitor, no microphone, no regular camera. So here we go. All right, where are we at? Let's take the banners off here. Let's see if we can get through it, and then let's just hop right in the charts. First half of the live stream, we're going to cover the watch list, Bitcoin, altcoins, stocks, and whatever else jumps out at us. And of course, I don't have all my normal charts that it's already like I did a lot of the charts like back on October 8th and October 10th for Bitcoin. So I wasn't able to show that because it's on a different browser. So unless I had two screens going, like two monitors going, I can't show that. So we'll just do our best to not spend too much time and recreate them live, but that's what we'll do. So let's get rock and rolling. Let's jump right into it. So this is the Bitcoin daily chart, right? And what we could do is come back over here and no, then I have to share it. So again, we're live streaming just off the laptop, so it's gonna be a little more difficult going back and forth. So much easier with two monitors. So it's in a downtrend until proven otherwise, right? So downtrend until proven otherwise. You could draw out, a trend line. You could draw out a channel like I have already in the past. And, at the end of the day, it's just continues to be in the downtrend until proven otherwise. So broke through the channel, came back, and has back tested the training dots, which we all talked about. We talked about this when Bitcoin was at $81,000. Talked about, could Bitcoin bounce to $91,000? That's a $10,000 bounce. Hit 91,000, 92,000, and wicked all the way up to 93,200. So, is that it? Is that it for the bounce? We don't know yet. But it could be that. That's all it is for the bounce as of right now. Let me see if I can share a different. I don't want to mess it up. But you could go on to the Twitter X account And I posted the updates on the Wyckoff chart. I posted the updates on the weekly chart, the weekly Heikin-Ashi chart. I posted the updates on the crazy Bitcoin chart where, from 81,000 it bounced to 91,000 and then dropped back down to, possibly below 80,000, like 78, 76, $74,000. And then at that point, maybe we could retire the Wyckoff chart. And then maybe at that point, we would see like a 45 to 60 day Bitcoin rally, right? So maybe revisit the lows again, maybe go lower. And then after that point, then maybe we see a 45 to 60 day Santa Claus rally in December into January, however long it takes. And then entrap some more perma bulls. They're already, Bitcoin is up, $12,000-$13,000 from the bottom, and they're already getting super overconfident. But it's in a downtrend until proven otherwise. The higher time frames have rolled over bearish, daily chart, all that stuff. So let's get back over to it. So let me get off the stream page, and then I got to click over to the chart, and then I can't see what's going on the stream. So this is interesting, but this was the channel. And if you went to, I don't think I have it. Yeah, I don't have it on here. It's on the other browser, but you go to the weekly chart and you had the weekly sell signal, right? And then you had follow through. Then you had additional follow through, and it wicked all the way down to below $81,000, right? So eventually we're going to see price come back up into here and retest the trending dots on the weekly chart, but it may not happen for weeks or a month or two, right? So if we flip it over to Heikin-Ashi, right? This is another look at it, and you can see that a lot of times in Heikin-Ashi, if you don't see a wick on the Heikin-Ashi candle, it's strong momentum to the downside. So that's another thing to keep an eye on, is it continues to be strong downward movement, strong downward trend, just like it was a strong upward trend over here. And then had a retracement and then strong uptrend again, right? So that's what we're continuing watching on multiple things. So the weekly chart is bearish. 2-week chart had a sell signal, and we talked about this already. So the 2-week chart it was a pending sell signal, and on the 24th it had a sell signal, right? So on the 24th of November, it started a new 2-week candle. And a lot of times the new 2-week the new candles start with a wick and then possibly closes lower. So whether it's this 2-week candle or the next one, blah, 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 right? But Jesse, there was a sell signal on this 2-week candle over here. Yes, I know, I'm aware. I already pointed it out. But it was a candle close above upward green trending dots, right? This is a candle close below the green trending dots, and this is a sell signal below the green trending dots. So completely different than over here, right? And in fact, it's more similar to over here where you had a 2-week candle close, and then you had a sell signal on the 2-week chart that closed below the trending dots, and then the following candles did go lower, but also went sideways, came back, retested the trending dots, and then that next. So if there was a rally, right, and I don't expect it to play out exactly the same, But if there's a rally, in a couple of weeks or a week or two, retest, and then you get that additional sell signal below the trading dots, right? So that was in a bear market. So that happened in a bear market. So you got this sell signal. There was no sell signals in this entire run on the 2-week chart. And then if you waited for a sell signal on the 2-week chart, it was really lagging, right? So you had the top wick here at 126-ish. And the 2-week candle close, if you waited for that, price is already down 31%. So that's 2-week chart. 3-week chart had a candle close below the trading dots. And the new candle started on the 17th, right? RSI sell signal. You can see the bearish divergence. 2-week chart. You can see the long-term bearish divergence. The RSI sell signal also confirmed with the sell signal. And then, of course, if you added the MACD bearish crossover as well. And we're almost at the end of the month now. So you're coming over to the monthly chart. And in the bear market, the monthly chart has come back to retest the trending dots. Did not retest it back in August. Did not retest it back in April. It has retested the trending dots. So did not retest the trending dots in June 2021, but did retest the trending dots in January 2022. So there are multiple reasons why we have entered a bear market. It's not just one thing. Obviously, all the on-chain guys will tell you that none of the on-chain metrics are triggering that, the top sell signal. My response is, you said the exact same thing at end of 2021 all the way into 2022. And then the on-chain guys abandoned the on-chain data, saying that it didn't call the top. I'm like, oh, no kidding. So based off of that, you could say the MACD would outperform on-chain data, right? So the MACD monthly chart would outperform many influencers, many on-chain data guys waiting for the on-chain data to say, or on-chain is telling you correct data points, and they're looking at that data with a bullish lens. And so they completely missed their own on-chain data, because there were several on-chain data charts posted in 2022 that they were keeping the hope alive, the hopium. And I was showing them like, well, it's already broken down from that level. So even your own on-chain data is looking bearish, but they didn't see it. So maybe it's not the on-chain data. Maybe it's the way that they view the on-chain data. But so another milestone of, hey, this didn't happen in June 2021, July 2021, where it retested trending dots. Didn't happen 2024, didn't happen April 2025, but it did happen in November 2025. Very similar to January 2022. So reversal candle. Eventually, the reversal candle is going to tell you that price is going to come back to the trending dots, right? So it did not here. Price did go lower after the reversal candle, but did not come all the way to the trending dots. But eventually, there's a reverse candle where price comes back to the trending dots. And in this case, it was that reverse candle in August. So you get a reverse candle, and then, of course, it wicked higher on the monthly chart, but did not close higher. So the highest monthly close was July 2025 at 116,000, but there was 4 wicks that went higher than that monthly candle close. So that is the highest monthly candle close, $116,000. So the probabilities continue to increase that we're going to go back and revisit the 200-week moving average. The 200-week moving average is currently at $55,850. It's a slow moving average. And as price continues to go sideways and or lower, it'll start to flatten out a little bit, right? So maybe it's like at 60, 61,000, maybe not even that high by the time price retests it in, sometime in the next 45 weeks, right? So we'll see how it continues to play out, right? That's a monthly chart. Pending RSI sell signal on the monthly chart, not seen since October 2021. The last RSI buy signal was March 2023, right? So that's what we're looking at on all of this. This is Binance. Bitstamp, see if anything looks different. Bitstamp has more chart history. Yeah, same, right? So pending RSI sell signal on the monthly chart. There's still a pending MACD bearish crossover on the monthly chart, but let's see. When's the Sunday? The 30th? Yeah. So 2 more days. 2 more days until the monthly close. So we'll see. But what we do know is that October didn't work out. Moonvember didn't work out, right? So it's a lot of narratives, a lot of noise out there. We just trust what we see on the charts, no matter what everyone is claiming. Or, what was it? Early October, the Tom Lees, the Crypto Bro influencers, all the talking heads, $250,000 Bitcoin by the end of Q4. Well, we're 2/3 of the way through Q4, right? There's only one more month that remains for 2025 and Q4. So we've trended in the wrong direction. So it's trending in the wrong direction. And, June 2021, yes, there's another peak here in this downtrend, but there's other reasons why we're coming back to the trending dots. There's other reasons why coming back to the 200-week moving average, and now we're trending that way again, right? So differences, but a lot of similarities as well. So let's see. Do we have any comments? Let me get back over here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, we could probably circle back on this. We're not going to spend too much time today. It's kind of a light day, so spend some time with the family while I'm here for a while. But Monday might have to be a very, very short stream. Monday might have to be a short stream. We got some plans with the fam. And it would probably have to be earlier than normal, like today's earlier. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, probably all be like normal streams, with the laptop, because we won't be home for a while. But I talked about this in late 2021, early 2022. Let me take the song off. I talked about this late 2021, early 2022. Everyone's an expert in a bull run. All you have to do is buy the dip, for the most part. If you're using high leverage, then you probably still get wrecked, or you get lucky more often. But in a bull run, everyone's an expert. Everyone looks great on paper. And then you always see the separation when a reversal happens and we start a bear market. So we're 7 weeks into the bear market, and you can still see the difference of people who are now. I haven't looked at Trader SZ's account for years, so I don't know. But I remember him from the old days. But yeah, so I can't comment on what he's saying or not saying about the cycle. I just have to take your word for it. But overall, you see the separation once a bear market is entered. In late 2021, early 2022, there's several expert large Twitter accounts that sell courses. They're CMT certified, blah, blah, blah. And they were calling a bull market still April of 2022. And we were still going to go see new all-time highs in April 2022. That's really late. Now, some of those accounts have gotten better, and they didn't make the same mistake as last time. But they're already like experts back then, and they were really late to the party. I mean, really late. So, but people can improve. But they were already so-called experts, certified, blah blah blah. So, you always see the separation once there's a bear market, and each bear market starts with a local top. So, I don't know what his plot was, but so what was I going to say? Not all traders, investors, influencers are created equal, right? So it starts with the local top, and in hindsight, it's the top, right? In hindsight, it's the top. Because if you look at it, right, reverse candle on the monthly, but didn't come back to retest the trailing dots. Reversal candle on the monthly, didn't come back to retest the trailing dots. Reversal candle on the monthly, finally came back and retested the trailing dots. So, each local top is a local top until proven otherwise. And now there's several reasons why this local top became the top. And, based off the 50-week moving average or blah, blah, blah. And then, the goalposts will keep moving for several reasons, right? One, they're just an influencer, and bullish charts get more clicks, right? Two, they don't really know, because they didn't study the charts obsessively every day, all day, for years, right? Years. I started trading Bitcoin back in 2020. So over 5.5 years now of Bitcoin. So I've studied the charts like crazy. In 2020, 2021, it was probably like 16 hours a day, right? 16 crazy. Like, I was talking about being obsessed, right? Obsessed. I was doing 10x leverage swing trades. You had to know what was going on. So, anyways, not to keep rambling and ranting, but in a bear market, you see the separation. I said that in late 2021, and I've been saying it again, and the same is true. Some have evolved, but most of them have not. So we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, going back to the weekly chart, still bearish. Daily chart, still bearish. Came back up for a retest of the trailing dots. Now we're going to find out if the Wyckoff pattern is going to finish out over the next week or so. Come down to this area, right? So we'll see if that happens or not. So if that does happen, we'll be there for it. And if it does, then I would expect like a 45 to 60 day rally, right? seems like we're going to go down one more time, and then get the bears super excited, right? Get the bears super excited, and then crush the bulls, and then reverse, right? The max pain for both bears and bulls. So you guys stay neutral. Don't be a perma bull. Don't be a perma bear. Be a swing trader, right? So we'll see. It's possible it gets rejected here. We talked about it when it was at 81,000. Said, could we see Bitcoin at $91,000? Went up to 93,000. We're currently at 91,000 right now. And if so, would we see Wyckoff complete down below, $77,000, $76,000, $74,000? And then once it does, then maybe like a 45 to 60 day rally. So still watching the same stuff. Not much has changed there. Ethereum, on my other browser, I have everything dialed in. On this browser, I have nothing dialed in. So daily chart is still bearish. Weekly chart is still bearish. Expect bounces along the way. Eventually, some of these are going to retest the trending dots on the weekly chart, right? 2-week chart had a sell signal. These aren't bullish. Even over here, there's a sell signal. It took months for it to reverse back around and bounce all the way up to 4,100. There was a sell signal on the 2-week chart. It took months for it to turn around and make a new all-time high at $4,950. So at the very least, you're not expecting it to reverse back around and make a new all-time high, right? It takes time. Even though this sell signal over here, it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2-week candles. What is that, 10 weeks, 2 months? Took 2 months to turn around. This sell signal over here, right, came all the way back down the 200-week moving average. So, it's showing the opposite of making new all-time highs. Sell signal on XRP 2-week chart. Reversal candle back here on the indicator. It was getting overbought, right? Bearish divergence, all of that. Altcoins, same thing, right? Sell signals again on the 2-week chart. Cardano, sell signal on the 2-week chart, well below the 200-week moving average, right? Solana had a sell signal on the 2-week chart. Looks like a lower high over here after bearish divergence. It just signals to me that we're not going to go make new all-time highs, right? Not in the near future. So sell signal on the 2-week chart for Chop Suey over here. Reversal candle, lower highs, just getting crushed. Chainlink, sell signals on the 2-week chart, came all the way back to the 200-week moving average. Downward sloping 200-week moving average. So could it bounce? Sure, it could bounce. But the higher time frames have flipped bearish, right? What else? NASDAQ had a wick up here at 26,481. Still bullish overall. Reversal candle on the weekly chart. And if you remember back, Bitcoin started its correction November 2021, and the NASDAQ didn't really start its correction until mid to end of December. I'd have to look, but let's see. Go back. You had a reversal candle at the top of the weekly chart, and then it went sideways till the end of December and didn't make a new all-time high wick, but you can see it went sideways for after the reverse candle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, and then on the 6th week it dropped down, right? So actually a lot of similarities on the weekly chart. Reverse candle, sideways for 5 weeks, and then it started its bear market after that, right? In 2022. It's like almost deja vu. reversal candle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe the fifth one closes below in December 2025 and then goes on to its bear market and retests the 200-week moving average, right? So a lot of similarities again. So if you come over here and you want to get some speculation going on, till the time that it retests the 200-week moving average and possibly even drops below it, right? So played out similarly. You see the trending dots over here, right? Trending dots. Right? So let's see. Yeah, we'll just leave it that color. Oh, let's make it blue. Come over here, you get the reverse candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 week down. I mean, it's crazy, right? The same reverse candle at the top on the weekly chart. So we'll see. And then starts its bear market. And maybe comes back up and retests. Or it comes down and retests. Something like that, right? We're just speculating now. Reverse candle at the bottom. So it was getting oversold. You see the blue candle followed by a reverse candle. It's getting overbought followed by a reverse candle, right? So that was the pivot low. Oversold, reverse candle. Overbought, reverse candle. So doesn't mean the wick can't come all the way back up to, what's it? Current price is 25,400. It's possible we see the wick come all the way back up to 26,000 again. Maybe doesn't take out that wick up there at 26,432. So anything below that, and that would be very similar to over here in the next week or two, right? So that's possible. That's kind of the way I see it. There's a lot of similarities to 4 years ago. So that's NASDAQ, SP 500, right? Reversal made a new all-time high, right? So after the reversal, made a new all-time high. No reversal, could make a new all-time high, and then drop back down. It's called a bull trap. So let's see. Let's check the stream real quick. Let's go back on here. ETH. Well, the next stop would be the 200-week moving average, and if it drops below there, in the past it's gone like 30% below it. So, see ETH. Right. Let's see. 27% below it. Over here, it went 44% below it. And it also depends if we're an overall, for like Bitcoin stuff, if we're in an overall bigger, deeper, larger correction like the NASDAQ or the SP 500, 2021, 2022 wasn't a huge, it was like a 30% correction. But if we ever saw another .com bubble correction of 80% for the NASDAQ, Bitcoin and Ethereum have never experienced that before. So then I would expect a much bigger correction at that point. But we're not in one of those yet. So, but if we did see one, then I would expect much lower on those. So still tied to, it's still not like, it's not a stable coin, right? It's I treat it as I treat Bitcoin as like a tech stock almost. So big swings to the upside, big swings to the downside. And if the overall markets are going into a correct, like a 30% correction, I expect Bitcoin, Ethereum to drop as well. If they go into an 80% correction, which we haven't seen since 2008 or .com, then I would expect a bigger correction than typical. So, but we don't know. We don't have a magic crystal ball. So let's see. Let's just jump on Supra USDT because we're already at 30 minutes. So Supra. I don't know if there's how much chart history there is, but on this one, since it hit 8 cents, it's just been in a bear market ever since. There's not really much to talk about, really. It's been in a bear market ever since. Continues to hover around all-time lows, right? So if it, at least on this chart, so bearish on the daily chart, bearish on the weekly chart. This would be the lowest weekly close ever on this chart, 2-week chart. You know, it's dying. So that's, you know, I don't know what context you're looking at, but, you know, I don't know if you're still holding it. I don't know if you're interested in it and you're waiting for a buy. I don't see any higher probability reversals as of right now. I don't see any other. So let me see if I've got, I don't think I have. Here's Apple making new all-time highs still. What else? Do I have any other stock? This isn't my normal watch list, so that's on the other browser. Let's see. Let's look at Tesla. Catching a bounce over here. See if it puts in a lower high and reverses down, maybe. What else? Nvidia. Was that the top? Is at least the local top, right? At least the local top. Reversal candle and a bearish engulfing candle on the weekly chart. Looks like it was a candle closed below the trading dots. This could be the second. Ends today, right? So seems like there's going to be another. Is it even open right now? Yeah, it's open right now. I was like, are we sure? I know the futures is open, but yeah, stock's open too. So yeah, the stock, Nvidia. I gotta check my puts. Could be another weekly close over here, and then already had an RSI sell signal last week on Nvidia. So trend seems to be over, right? At least a local top, and then we'll find out if the local top turns into the top. And if so, then I would expect Nvidia to drop from $212 down to $78, right? Oh, let's look at MicroStrategy since it's tied to Bitcoin. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. Coming all the way back to the 200-week moving average, right? When this happened, and there was a bearish engulfing candle on the daily chart, I was talking about, is this the top? In hindsight, it was. So it was a question, and then now it's been confirmed that that was the top. And it took out this pivot point over here at the weekly close, and that signals that the probabilities are continuing to increase that MicroStrategy will come back and retest the 200-week moving average today, tomorrow, next month, 2 months from now, who knows? But that's what I'm expecting. So whether that's, a bounce back into the trending dots first, it's a possibility. And you got the trending dots over here, right? But MicroStrategy was the canary in the coal mine. It was the canary in the coal mine to the downside of the bear market for Bitcoin in 2021 by at least 6 months. It is again, and it was even the canary in the coal mine to back in September to go make new all-time highs in November, right? It led the way, and then Bitcoin followed. So we talked about the canary in the coal mine in the previous bear market. Even in this pump here, we talked about the canary in the coal mine to the upside, and then again to this bear market. So that's what we're watching. It's been in a bear market for 12 months, and price is getting closer to the 200-week moving average than not, right? So that's what we're watching over here. What else? Meta. Could be coming in for a bounce to the trailing dots. Daily chart. You got a gap up here. Right? So maybe it fills the gap. It's a pretty big gap. So that is 8% gap on a large. So this gap was filled down here. Right? This gap has not been filled. This gap is filled. So this gap was filled. This gap has not been filled. This gap has not been filled. So we don't know when these gaps potentially get filled, but they're not like 1% gaps. They're not 2% gaps. So this one's a smaller gap over here. That's 2% gap. But this is an 8% gap. So we'll see how it plays out. That's Meta. I think that's about it. I think 45 minutes, not bad just on the laptop alone. Don't forget though. Don't forget. Let's see. How do we do this? Switch over to. Let me see if I can switch it over. Present. Let's see. Do I have to stop screen? Yep. Ooh. Hello. Yeah, it's way different on stop screen. There we go. It's way different on one screen. Wow. There we go. Let's do that. So coming over here real quick. Let's see. Do we have that? Yeah. Got it. All right. So coming over to here, right? It's in a downward. These are my normal charts on the other browser, but normal downward Bitcoin trend until proven otherwise, right? I drew the channel just to show the overall trend. Throw in the 50-day moving average just to show the overall trend, right? For sure that's 50-day moving average. Oh god. Kids. What else? This was the updated crazy Bitcoin Heikinashi weekly chart idea. So I posted this as well, and it's currently at 91,000. It's possible in the coming weeks we see it hit that 74, 75,000. Front run my third target. Don't actually hit my third target yet. Rally for a couple of months, get back to like that 91,000 or higher with a wick, and then continue downward over here, right? So this was the original on October 10th. So we're 7 weeks in now. This is where we're at right here. 7 weeks later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Came all the way down here, right? So crazy. What else? Crazy chart idea. Would it bounce back up, come back down, first week or so of December, and then bounces and then has a breakout up to higher. And this would be the rally, right? So if this were to complete the Wyckoff and then goes through a bottoming, maybe this is bullish divergence even, maybe this is the higher low, and then just making sure. And then this is the breakout. This is the rally, right? This is the 45 to 60 day rally, and then lower, right? It's just a crazy idea. We'll see if it continues to work out or not. And then, of course, the Wyckoff, right? So if it completes the Wyckoff, we don't know if it will or not. Ask Grok to explain this post. I don't need to. I already explained it, bruh. So we're still watching this. We're still watching it. So maybe early December, maybe the first week or two of December, maybe it's possible we see it come down here, complete the whole entire distribution schematic. But remember, we don't have any paid sponsors. I've never taken $1 of affiliate money, right? Because, if I'm not part of the inner workings, how do I know if it's a scam exchange like FTX or not? So I've never taken $1 of affiliate money. So we might as well plug our own website, right? Because I am a part of the inner workings, and we don't scam people. So there you go. Market Sniper website got revamped again, not because of the visual part that we wanted to revamp, but the inner workings of the website. So now you 100% easily manage your own subscription, right? So yeah, you could email us and stuff like that, but if you just want to control your own subscription, in the future, if we have multiple subscriptions, you can upgrade or downgrade in the future, or you can just cancel your subscription anytime. You'll have full control. You don't have to just send me an email, and if I don't respond to you right away, then then I prorate your refund or refund you. We have a no refund policy. So, but in the old days when I had to manually do it, I may have missed something. So then I would refund you a month or whatever that you were, say you emailed me and I didn't get back to you right away, then I feel bad and I refund you. But now that you can manage your own subscriptions moving forward, the refund policy will be there. So you would just cancel it, and then you would have access to the rest of the month. So that's cool. And then you have it's just $49 or $4.90 for the year, and then a one-time bot setup if you want Alex's help. He basically hold your hand and walk you through the entire setup in about 45 minutes. And then if you have about 15 minutes worth of questions, whatever, then you'll be up and running in no time. So the features are, of course, we've got 2 trading bots released out of 30 so far. So we got one version 4.21, sharpshooter, RSI 3.2, and the dashboard. So we rolled out the dashboard. That's included into the $49. And then coming soon, we have a crypto. We're going to start with Bitcoin first, and it's the Bitcoin market liquidity heat map. So liquidation heat map, right? So Bitcoin liquidations, and then we'll continue to upgrade that over time. Probably all altcoins, and we can always continue to make it better. So we've got other things coming down the pipeline, but the dashboard is already out. And the more tools, the more trading bots we release, the more people that come into the Discord and the trading bots, the price will go up eventually. So right now we're keeping it at $49. Call that our Black Friday sale because we're already way underpriced, right? To get a 100% fully automated trading bot for $49 a month, but then you get two of them, and then you get a dashboard on top of it for your trading and investing. And eventually, so you've got the CSV import, NinjaTrader and more, multi-account support. Eventually, this is going to be all API too. So we've got big ideas. It just takes time to build it all out. So that's where we're at. What else? So that's about it. With that, thank you for all of your support. Thank you for smashing the like button. Thank you for reposting this, sharing with your friends and family on this post-Thanksgiving live stream with one laptop, no microphone, just the laptop microphone, no dual screens. So I can't even do my normal charts, but we'll recreate them, and we'll get through it for all of next week. And then after next week, all the live streams will be back to normal, be back at the mobile. We'll be at the command center, not the mobile command center. So this is the mobile command center on this very tiny mom's guest bedroom, tiny desk. It seems like the Wi-Fi did pretty good though, so I'm pretty happy with that. That's about it. With that, hope everyone has a good rest of your day. Spend some time with the family, get outside, have a good weekend, and we'll see you very short and brief on Monday, and then more time Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, probably Friday. So with that, have a good rest of your day.